talk about the basics of renewable energy. So, what is renewable energy and why is renewable energy important at this particular point of time? Energy sources can be divided into two, renewable energy sources as well as non-renewable energy sources. Renewable energy sources are those sources that are being replenished on a human time scale. Renewable energy is often referred to as clean energy because it does not pose any pollution to the atmosphere or to the environment. So, why is renewable energy important at this particular point of time? Fossil fuels are being used for generating electricity and also for other domestic applications. Fossil fuels are running out at an alarming rate, and if we continue to use fossil fuels in this rate, then fossil fuels will run out by 2060. So it is very much important to go for renewable energy resources for protecting nature as well as the natural resources. There are 5 renewable energy sources: solar energy, wind energy, geothermal energy, tidal energy, and biomass. The most important renewable energy source which is being used is solar energy. Solar energy is actually the energy coming from the sun, and it is being used for more than thousands of years by people all around the world. So, how is solar energy being used for generating electricity? It is being done by using electric devices called solar cells. Solar cells are electric devices that convert the light energy coming from the sun into electricity using photovoltaic effect. Solar cells are made up of semiconductors. Commonly used semiconductors for manufacturing solar cells are silicon and germanium. So what happens is that when a solar cell is being illuminated, that is when photons fall on the solar cell, charge generation happens. The electron hole pair generation happens and the electrons get separated from the holes, and these electrons are being extracted into an external circuit to produce electric current. The output of a solar cell is direct current, and hence an inverter is being required to convert this DC into AC, and AC current is being given to the loads or directly to the grid. Solar cells can be connected in series or parallel depending upon the application used, and it is being used for generating electricity. The second renewable energy source is wind energy. What is wind energy? Wind is actually caused due to the uneven heating of the earth or land. During daytime, what will happen is that the land will get heated faster when compared to water. The air above the land gets heated and its density decreases and rises up. Cooler air will flow down and fill its place, and this causes wind. This wind is being used to rotate turbines. Turbines rotate, and this rotary motion is then converted into electricity using a generator. That is, the kinetic energy of wind is first converted into mechanical energy by using turbines, and this mechanical energy is then converted into electrical energy by using generators. The third renewable energy source is tidal power plants or tides. Tides are caused because of the gravitational pull of sun and moon on the earth, and tides are the periodic rise and fall of water level due to this. So, how can tides be used for generating electricity? The first case is by using tidal generators. Tidal generators will convert the kinetic energy of moving water into electricity by rotating turbines. In the second case, as we see in the diagram, we can make use of dams. During high tide, the water level in the ocean will be more than that of the dams, and hence water will flow from the ocean into the dams. And what will happen? When the water flows from the ocean to the dam, a turbine is being placed in between, and this turbine will rotate to produce electricity. And during low tide, what will happen is the water level in the ocean will become low, so water will flow from the dam into the ocean, and this will also cause the turbine to rotate and hence produce electricity. So, during high tide as well as low tide, the flowing water will rotate turbine, which is then coupled to a generator, and this will produce electricity. And this is how we produce electricity using tidal energy. And the fourth renewable energy source is biomass. What is biomass? Biomass is actually the plant and animal materials which is being used for generating an electricity, or it can be used as a fuel. So, how can biomass be used for generating electricity? Biomass is being converted into electricity using direct combustion. That is, biomass is being heated at high temperature to produce high temperature steam, and this steam is being used to rotate a turbine and produce electricity. Biomass can also be used for producing biogas in such biogas plants. So, what will happen is that biomass is being stored in anaerobic chambers, and biomass will decompose in the presence of anaerobic bacteria, that is bacteria that works in the absence of oxygen, and it will produce methane. Methane gas can be used as a fuel. The fifth renewable energy source is geothermal power plants or geothermal energy. What is geothermal energy? Geothermal energy is the heat energy which is being stored under the surface of the earth. How can the heat energy be harnessed? We can dig deep holes into the surface of the earth, and then water or any other heat transport fluid can be used to remove the heat energy, and then it can be used for producing electricity. So what will we do is that we will dig holes. At first, injection holes are being dug and water is being circulated through these holes. Production wells are separate holes dug through which the steam or hot water is being removed, and it is being used for generating electricity. Depending upon the temperature of the steam coming out from the earth's surface, this energy can be either used for space heating or cooling, or it can be used for generating electricity. The advantage of using geothermal energy is that it is safer when compared to burning fossil fuels, but the disadvantage is that it is highly location specific, and also it will allow release of gases which are being present under the earth's surface. So, what are the advantages of renewable energy? The most important advantage is that it can be replenished on a natural time scale. That is, it can be regenerated faster. It is a clean energy. It does not produce any pollution. It is a reliable source of energy. It creates so many jobs locally, and also the maintenance cost of renewable energy power plants are very low. And the disadvantages of renewable energy is that large amount of space is required for installation. It can be unreliable at times. Then the capital cost is high, and also it requires storage. Thank you.